Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Senor again. Alright, so we're just going to continue where we left off. We just finished the third marking period. Okay, grades are due today, so you should see your grades online. So we're starting a new semester. Should be pretty awesome. Okay, so if any questions, email me. I email it pretty fast, so just email me if you have any questions. Anyways, last we left off, we were here on activity 18. Okay, now here in activity, let me see if I can zoom in real fast so you could see. Okay, here in activity 18, you had to put you had to write your sentences out, which a lot of you guys did, and then you needed to put the question and the answer. So for example, number 1 is pescado. So you would say, ¿Comes pescado en la cena? And then your answer could be, no, no como pescado en la cena porque es horrible. A lot of you guys, you just either put this one, son buenas para la salud, or you just put son horribles. Remember, there's two different answers here. Okay, so you have yes and no. Like for example, I had a student. For number 5, it was butter, and it was comes mantequilla en la cena. Do you eat butter for dinner? And then obviously, most people just don't eat butter for dinner. I mean, if you do, then I would suggest not doing that. Just saying, it's a little fatty, little, But anyways, so what you would want to put there is you'd say no, no come mantequilla en la cena porque es horrible. This is going to change. This son is going to change to s because we're just talking about one stick of butter. If we were talking about multiple sticks of butter, then you're going to use son. But because we're just talking about one, you're going to use s. Okay. But what's one where you are going to use son? Let's go to number 2. Okay. Number 2, you have grapes. Now, unless you're eating one grape, which most people I know don't just eat one grape, then you would use s. But most of the time here, it's going to be son. So it's going to say, comes uvas en la cena? And if you do, then you could say, sí, como uvas en la cena, porque then you're going to use son buenas para la salud, because you're talking about more than one grape, not just one. If you are talking about one, if you just eat one grape for dinner, then, you know, email me. I will get you your grapes, man. Don't just eat one grape. Don't survive with just one. Okay? Okay, and then another one where we're going to use son and not just s. Let's go to number 11. Number 11, you got your strawberries, your fresas. So you have comes fresas en la cena? And let's say you don't. Okay, so then you would say no, no como, which is no, I don't eat. No, no como fresas for dinner en la cena porque son horribles, because they are horrible. So that would be an example of when you would use son, because we're not just talking about one strawberry. We're talking about strawberries, plural. So that's why you would use son and not s. Let me give you one more example of when you would use s and not son. Let's do leche, number 4. So with leche, not only does son gonna change, but the word comer is gonna change too, because we don't eat milk, we drink milk. So comer has to change to the word beber. So it would say bebes leche en la cena, and some people do. Some people do drink milk for dinner, and so you would say, sí, bebo leche en la cena porque es buena, not buenas, buena para la salud. So that's saying, yes, I drink, sí, bebo leche for dinner en la cena because, ¿por qué? Which is because it es buena, it's good, and the s means it's plural, but we're just talking about one cup of milk. So that's why we don't have the s there. So es buena para la salud, it's good for your health. Okay? So that was what we did for homework. Okay, some of you guys did very well. Some of you guys uh, forgot to change the son to s when it was necessary, or the s to son when it was necessary. Easy fixes. Okay, And also, don't forget to change the word comer to beber if you're talking about something to drink. Remember, we don't eat milk. And if you do, then stop freezing your milk and eating it. That's just weird. All right, here we go. Okay. The next page we're doing is this page, which is page 160 in your books. Okay, we're just going to go over it really, really fast. Up here, it's just talking about los mercados. And los mercados in English means markets. Okay, like the supermarkets. And so it would say open air markets are common throughout Latin America. You guys can read that. It's just a little bit of information on markets. Here is a place in Mexico. And if you look at the picture, everything is just laid out. It's not inside, it's not under a tent, it's just laid out. And what people would do is they would go, they look at what they want, they can get a bag or something like that, and then they get it and they go. And so the question here was saying how does this market compare with the ways in which fruits and vegetables are brought and sold in your community? If you go to farmers markets, some of them aren't that different, but sometimes um, people aren't used to seeing it like this. So it's just kind of a good culture lesson that if you go to some places, even here in the United States, people will sell their fruits and vegetables. They'll sell uh, arts and crafts and things that they make, little knickknacks and stuff, outdoors like that. Okay. The exploración del lenguaje, that means like the language exploration. And it's the same thing. If you read, if this is just saying that a lot of the Spanish words come from Latin. And so if you look at these words here on the left, which is water, rice, bread, steak, sausages, fish, coffee, and chicken. It challenges you. It says, which word do you think it came from? Okay? And so, it's pretty simple. Here, like so for example, the answers here, agua would be aqua, Latin. Arroz would, well, take a guess. Where do you think it would come from? Oriza. That's where it comes from. It comes from Greek. And then panis. A lot of this is pretty simple. Bistec. Um, if you take a close look, you probably could figure out that it's right here. Has steak in the name. Salchicha. Salchicha. So a lot of them look like the same. Okay. The only thing is that you might be confused, like cafe, cave, and pollo, puyu. Okay. So, but a lot of them are pretty much the same. In activity 19, we're going to be reading this announcement. Okay? So it says, una pizza para la buena salud. So it goes, a pizza for your health, or a healthy pizza. This is a huge sentence to say, a healthy pizza. Una pizza para la buena salud. So it goes, lee este anuncio, read this announcement, or this advertisement, de una pizzería y contesta and answer las preguntas, the questions. All right, so let's read this real fast. It says Pizzeria Lilia. So this is Lilia's Pizzeria. Okay, and it goes healthy pizzas, pizzas saludables. So, a veces la pizza tiene muchas calorías y grasa que no son buenas para la salud. That means sometimes the pizza tiene a lot of calories, and we know what grasas are. Grasas are fats that are not good for your health, or that aren't healthy. So it goes, la pizzeria Lilia it has una variedad, a variety de pizzas con ingredientes que son buenos y saludables, so that are good and healthy. So this pizzeria is specifically known for having healthy options, healthy choices. And then here are some the kind of like the things of the pizzeria that make it healthy, that make it why it's special. Okay? And so what I'd like you guys to do is I would like you guys to answer these two questions. Okay? So it says find and list three cognates. A cognate is a word that looks like a word in English, and it means the same thing. So for example, pizza is how you say, the way you say pizza in Spanish is pizza, And that's a cognate because it looks like the word in English and it means the same thing. Okay, so find three words that look like the English word and you think mean the English word. So like a quick one would be independencia. It looks like independent, right? And so that is exactly what it is. Independencia does mean independent. That's a cognate because it looks like the word in English. So find three of those. And then it says write three recommendations in Spanish for a healthier pizza. Three recommendations would be like menos grasa. Okay, so this is menos queso, which means less cheese. But you could say menos grasas, which means less fats. You could say things like uh, más verduras, more vegetables, things like that. Okay, and then so not only do I want you to do just answer these two, which should take you like 5 minutes. Then I want you to answer the questions in activity 20. Okay, and these are going to be sentences. So, for example, describe or describe tu pizza favorita should be pretty self-explanatory. Number two, it says, ¿Crees que la pizza es buena o mala para la salud? And por qué? So this is talking about question number one. So saying, why? It goes, do you think that pizza that you chose that was your favorite in number one is healthy or is unhealthy for your health? And then it says por qué, which is why. Okay? If you see these two words, por qué, if they're together, it means the word because. If they're separated, it means the word why. So this means why. Number three, it says, ¿Qué verduras prefieres? What vegetables do you prefer? And what vegetables don't you like? And number four, same thing, but it's asking questions about exercising. ¿Qué ejercicio haces con los brazos? What exercise do you do with your brazos, your arms? ¿Y qué ejercicio hace con las piernas? With your legs. Okay? So, full sentences for 1 through 4 and answers 1 through 2 based off of the anuncio. Okay? All right. That's your homework for tonight. See you guys mañana.